You know what? I got something for you. Ahoy, land lovers, and welcome to a new video. Well, this time I got for you something very special. I'm a bit excited because I was really waiting for this. I got myself the Upcrate, which is a art supply subscription box from Germany. I was pretty stoked to see that there is actually a German subscription box because currently the whole shipping is a bit wonky. I mean, it's still 2020 and the shipping is still pretty wonky, so importing stuff from the UK or even the United States is really hard. So when I figured out that there is a subscription box from Germany, I thought, let's give this a try. And here we are, and I'm super excited. And yes, I already took a little bit of a peek, as you can see in the little thing here. But we got something really nice. So let's have a look. So we have a really nice wrapping that I'm probably going to keep, maybe, and pens. We got pens. All them pens. Some markers, okay. And these, oh, from Spectrum Noir. Yes, from Spectrum Noir Tricolor. So I guess those are three-sided water-based markers, because it also says water-based right here, as you can see. And that's interesting. So what else do we have? Drawing gum, a masking pen from Pebeo. Well, if you guys know the brand, I'm pretty new to that brand, so I can't really tell much about that. We'll see what we can do with this. And the biro? No. Oh! Sweet! Mechanical pencil. You can't ever have enough mechanical pencils. From Pentel. An AL405, which has 0.5 millimeters cores. I'm missing the word, but you know what I mean. The leads, what people call leads, but actually it's just graphite. And from Faber-Castell, oh, 0.1. I can always use some 0.1 fine liners by Faber-Castell. They make actually pretty good fine liners, so I'm not surprised. So what else do we have? Ooh, we have a camera, please. So we have a nice drawing right here by an artist based in Cologne. And if you wanna visit her page or their page, there you go. That's their art. And here we got a little leaflet. Well, a little bit of a magazine where everything is in. Oh, they actually have several sets for those 3-ish markers. And they also put some nice little, oh, even in German. That's kind of nice, because you can, if you are, wenn ihr Deutsche seid, dann könnt ihr alles auf Englisch oder auf Deutsch lesen. That's really nice. I like that, because that's really cool. They're also showing the markers they put in. Oh, that's cool. I'm probably gonna try out myself with a brush. They actually also could have added a brush with this, but too bad they didn't. Maybe it wasn't too necessary, but I got enough brushes here, so I'm not too concerned about that. The refillets are I'm not very picky about refillets. I mean, I'm usually not even using mechanical pencils that much. So here we got some that's pretty much just a thing just for previous crates and what you can do with the art supplies that are in the box. That's cool. We'll probably see a bit more in the next few months, because I ordered this box for 3 months, and I will definitely show you what will be inside those. So this is the December box, and I will show you what's going to be, or what is then when I get it in the January box and the February box. And I hope that the Deutsche Post mail service is not too slow, because I'm getting a bit annoyed with them. Some stickers. Oh, that's also cool. They feel really nice. I like feeling paper and papery stuff. It's a bit of a quirk of mine, especially when I get new new sketchbooks, or when I'm getting myself a new sketchbooks. I like to feel the paper. I'm having a bit of a fable with the paper texture. So let's see what they got us with when it comes to paper. So we're having a watercolor and mixed media pad with tracing paper, which I'm probably not even gonna use, and 2 sheets of watercolor mixing palette paper. Oh no, I'm not that big of a fan for that. I'm usually with someone who likes to, when it comes to watermarkers, I'm usually mixing right on the piece, so this is going to be a bit of a different thing. I'm still gonna try it out though. So let's see. So yeah, this is the paper. I really like the size of this little pad. So there's a special offer for, I guess, more paper. More paper is always good. This here seems to be the tracing paper. And oh, here, this is for mixing watercolor and for mixing the markers, which we are going to look right after this. And this paper feels really nice. Really nice. It's really nicely textured. Let's see if I can actually catch that on the camera? Nah, sadly I can't really. At least it's not that good. But the paper has really nice texture. It feels so good. I'm a bit of a paper texture whore. Yeah, now I said it. I'm a paper texture whore. It sounds weird, but that's what it is. You should see me when I'm buying new art supplies and when I'm buying a new sketchbook. Trust me, it's hilarious. I bet with you. So that's the paper. And let's have a look at the watermarkers because, well, this and this is obvious. This I'm gonna try out as well, but not directly. Also, it's kind of interesting that they put the tip right here on the side. I guess you can. You know what? I first go with this because that's really interesting. I never had a a pen for masking. I always just used masking fluid and that always went wrong. I have a really bad experience with masking fluid in general, and I would assume that it is because of me. It's never the masking fluid, it's usually me. So let's have a look. Ah, so this is a replacement nib. And else we got a nib here. Let's see. I hope you can hear this. Ow. Huh. Ah, I see. Looking at this nib there on the top, there's very much a hole to get the, well, it's kind of obvious that the masking fluid is going through a hole instead of normal nib. That's interesting. All right, so we got that. And I'm gonna use the very first, oh god, that paper. It's just me and paper textures. That's something you guys have to get used to. So let's see how well that. Ah, there it comes. I have to say, I'm not very impressed. I'm probably using it wrong. So I'm usually giving myself the blame when something doesn't work first. If it still doesn't work when I'm doing it right, then, well, it's probably the product. Okay, then let's get those buggers out. Come on. Wait. Are those just 3? But they're 9 colors. Wait a second. That can't be. That can't be. Oh. I think I understand how this works. So, those are 3 markers with 3 different shades. Which reminds me very very much of some old alcohol markers that I used to use. So what these water markers remind me of are some really old alcohol markers of mine, which had also 3 tips. A fine nib, a broad nib, and a brush nib. these here are just brush nib, but they reminded me very strongly of these because of the 3-tip thing. And I gotta be honest, it's kind of sad that these don't get produced anymore because they were actually pretty cheap. But they were working very well, except for a few of them that just dried out and I never managed to get some refills for those. But yeah, would be cool to have something like that again in the alcohol market department. Because having all 3 nibs together was a really handy thing. Well, we have these several colored nibs. Lime, sage, and moss. Purple, hot pink, and heather? 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 Wait, why should it? Never mind. Never mind. My brain's going places. And then we have teal, aquamarine, and lake blue. Cool. Cool. So I guess it is time to try them out. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Oh, juicy, juicy, juicy color. I like those juicy colors. Aquamarine. They go down really well even on that extremely textured paper. I'm usually actually a fan of hot press. God, I can never remember if hot press is the smooth one or the textured one, but I think the cold press is the textured one. Ooh. This is a really deep one. Lake blue. Huh. Actually, I want to try something out. Let's see if I can reach my brushes from here. Not that one. I want that one. Okay, so wetting them after the fact works pretty nicely. Oh, and look how nice those. Okay, okay. I'm in love. I'm a little bit in love. Gonna quickly try out the other ones. Okay, so this is supposed to be purple. Well, it is a purple. You can't deny it. This is a purple. This is a very purpy one. Hot pink, my probably most hated color. I really do not like pink. Pink is not my color. I am more a Bordeaux red person. Yeah, kind of. And then we have the Heather, a woman named Heather. I'll gotta be honest, I don't even know what Heather's supposed to be, so if you can tell me what Heather is supposed to be except for a woman's name, please let me know in the comments. Also going over it with the brush. Oh wait, I'm gonna do that after. Also gives me a nice idea on how water resistant this Faber-Castell It should be water resistant, else working with water markers is going to be a pain in the butt. And the purple woman named Heather. Seriously. This is throwing me off a little bit. So let's see. Oh, this is giving off actually a really nice magenta-y. Yeah, this is giving me off a really nice magenta-y, and it's also dissolving much better from the paper. So this is giving me off a really nice magenta-y color. It's less purple and more magenta. The hot pink is very pastel, but well, it's something that you have to expect with such a bright color, that if you dissolve it with water even further, that it's going to be super pastel. Then let's see with the woman's color, the woman named Heather. Oh, God. It's gotta be a running gag, isn't it? So Heather is also giving me a really, really nice lavender color once dissolved in water. Something I also want to try out when I've swatched all of these is probably putting down some water and see how that reacts with the markers themselves. Here we got lime. Ooh, sweet. Sage. Makes nice tea. Makes super nice tea. Sage. I love me some sage tea, especially when I'm having it in the throat, when I'm really having a problem with my throat. Then sage tea is the best, especially with some fennel honey. Trust me, there's nothing better than sage tea with fennel honey when you're having problems with your throat. And moss. From the IT crowd? No, the stuff that is growing on trees. I really like how juicy those colors are. It's Let's see how they react to some water. The lime is actually getting more into the yellowy the more water we add. So that's also kind of interesting. Sage, I would probably use the sage, especially when I'm dissolving it here in water with a bit of leaf work. That would look pretty nice. The whole set is pretty much made for a floral motif, if you ask me. The moss looks a bit dirty. I have to say the moss is looking a bit dirty in my eyes, in my broken eyes. I'm a glass wearer. So we got our pigments, our water markers here. Still need to try out how this works properly, especially because I am not good at using masking fluid at all. If this is actually getting me into masking fluid, then I am super surprised, because usually I am failing at that stuff so badly. So damn badly. Trust me. If this stuff is actually getting me into masking fluid, then I'm very much impressed. Let's let this dry a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, I really like how those colors come out, and well, hot pink. I'm not a fan of hot pink. If you like it, you like it. I definitely don't. While this is drying, I can actually put a little puddle of water right there to see how the and it even works, because this paper looks to be so thick that it soaks up the water like nothing. I'm afraid that this is what's going to happen. So let's see how these react to a puddle of water. Oh. And if I just put some more water on top. It's not dissolving perfectly, I gotta say. But it works pretty nicely. But yeah, as long as you, if you have quite the water puddle, not the little bit of water that I'm using here, I guess you need to use a ton of water just to get this all working the way I'd like to. Feldy, your English is awful. Oh nah, my English is fine. So let's see. You can already see a little bit what happens to the markers if you just put them in the water. They are getting a bit they're getting a bit watered up. Yes, that's what happens when you put water on markers. They get watered up. Yeah, just gonna use that here and see what is gonna happen. Also, it takes a lot of water to actually dissolve the marker properly. And you can even see right here, there's quite a bit of a line. Pretty harsh line. So if you are first putting down the line and then try to dissolve it, here it worked a bit better. I can't even tell you why, but it worked a bit better. But here, dissolving the color is not as great. I have no idea what actually is influencing that. But with that, we're going to test out how good this drawing gum marker works. Okay, I don't seem to be the brightest bulb in the chandelier. Yeah, in my chandeliers there are bulbs. Because if I see that right, then you have to press something back there. This pen is confusing me. Pen, stop confusing me. So, I don't know if you can see that. Let me quickly adjust the focus. So, this is a bit confusing. A bit more confusing. Because I can't really make out what you want from me. If I'm looking at this last panel here, it says I need to press something back here, but I can't really. What am I supposed to press? Do I have to do I have to press on? Do I have to press there? You're confusing me. You're Puebo, Pebeo, Pebeo, you're confusing me with your descriptions. Yep, this is just a little bit confusing. If you want to make it idiot proof, if you want to make your manuals idiot proof, please call me, because I can be an idiot with manuals if they are not written down and pictured. If it's just pictures, it's getting confusing, and if it's just written down, then there are going a lot of question marks up. So if you need an idiot to idiot proof your manuals, send me an email. I'm gonna check if your manuals are idiot proof. So this is not dry yet, so I guess I'll see you again once this has dried. Well, now it has been quite a while. I have been well fed because I made really nice dinner, and outside it has gotten quite dark, so I'm using my little ring light here to get everything illuminated. Oh, I still love that paper, by the way. This has become pretty dry, and now I can actually properly see the colors how they're supposed to be. And now that this is dry, I can actually try to rub off the masking fluid from our masking pen. And as I can see, no tears. I usually always have the problem that my paper goes all doom on me with the full ribbon tear. What I wanted to try out with these beautiful markers, I really like that hexagonal shape that Spectrum Noir is rocking. I really love that shape because it's nice and stackable. Nice and stackable. Nice and stickable. And it is really nice in the hands. I already had some Spectrum Noir markers in the past, but I think they were back then still a bit thinner. I still have them around somewhere, but I'm not in the mood to get them out now. What I wanted to try out with these is to see how they interact with each other, and for that I have another page prepared. Yes, Feldy is preparing pages in the meantime while everything is drying. So I guess I'm going to just first of all make the light a bit brighter. Come on. Yep, that should work. Different kind of light is also helping quite a bit to see. Oh my goodness, I can see the colors. I can see the colors properly with that white light. Yes, this is going to be a bit of a page to see how the markers are interacting with each other. So you will see, and I will see. We will see. So what I noticed right there is that the nibs actually don't pick up on the other colors, which is really nice when you're blending from one color into another. Might also want to try to do that while one's still wet. Just trying to use another one. Yeah, that works actually pretty well with each other, if you look at it. I mean, we're still talking watermarkers here, so I gotta be really careful with that, because it can push through at some point. We're still working with plain paper here, though it's actually pretty thick paper, and I'm pretty surprised how thick that paper is. I think it's 300 GSM. Yes, 300 grams per square meter. So I'm not surprised that the paper is taking all of this so well. I'm really not surprised. If I would go over this with some water, would that even mix even better, I wonder? Oh boy, I could still pick up directly from the page and use that and thin that out even more. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm just finding out more secrets about this art supply, about these art supplies. But I really like how they interact with each other, especially the blues and the purples and pinks here, which could make really nice shadowy effects. But it also is, everything is based on color theory and how colors are mixed, so I am not surprised that the colors are getting really nicely around here. And I'm just talking a lot of mush. Don't listen to the weirdo. Don't listen to the color weirdo. Don't listen to the crazy art supply lady. So I would say I'll have to figure out what to do with these, actually. I mean, most people who are reviewing these art supply boxes usually do some phenomenal artwork, and I'm just sitting here like, I wouldn't even know what to do with this. Probably. But hey, I'll figure something out. Probably something floral, because just look at this color palette. You have purples, you have pinks, you have blues, and the greens for the leaves that you can mix with everything to make beautiful shadows. It has to be something floral. It has to be. It's screaming for a floral thing. So I guess we're doing that. But I will wait for filming that until the sun is back up, because, well, yes. So while I was trying out the products from the box on this artwork that you can see, I got into a few problems that are actually just boiling down to user error. Because I had a little bit of a problem with the masking marker, as you already earlier saw, and then I actually managed to lose the replacement nib for it, and I'm trying to figure out where it went. If I found it, I would definitely let you guys know, either in another video or maybe I'll tweet about it. And I'm still a bit puzzled about how this marker pen is probably properly working, so I will figure it out. But I'm pretty sure that is my error and not the product's problem, because I feel a bit too stupid for that. For the watermarkers, they were wonderful. I really had no problem with getting the colors down, and in combination with the mixing pad or the sheets of mixing paper, they were really easy to handle and to thin out to make the piece really look interesting. So if you are interested in the Upcrate, I would definitely recommend it, and I am really stoked to see the next two crates. I will definitely make another two videos, so for each crate, of course. And until then, I hope you had fun with this rather long review. I notice it's about 40 minutes ish, so um, I hope you liked it. And if you want to see more, like, subscribe, do the other things, and have fun with whatever you do. Bye bye.